Hey, welcome back, my speaking podcast fan. It's your boy Darth Vader Darrell, YR the game, St. T, like South Carolina Finals, Orangeburg County on. We back at it again. We got a hip hop episode. I'm gonna go ahead and just pass it on to my homeboy, let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's up, man? It's your boy Mike, aka Booby. Choke yourself. That's about it, man.
Hey, we may not always be right, we may not always be wrong.
But you always gonna get our modest opinion what we speaking on.
And with that being said, man, we getting into this hip hop edition here. East Coast, Mike said he wanted to give out our top 10 East Coast, rappers, New York rappers to be exact. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and just give you my 10 and just go from there in no particular order. KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, go with Prodigy from Mobb Deep. I'm gonna go with DMX, Jay-Z, Notorious Big, Rakim, Cool G Rap, Nas, and Big Pun. That's my 10.
All right, we got a couple on there the same. We got a
Okay.
couple. But my 10, I'm going old school to new school. I got first of all Rakim.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Big Daddy Kane.
Okay.
Number 3, LL Cool J. All right. So then you get to the new school, Jay-Z,
Mm-hmm.
DMX,
Mm-hmm.
Busta Rhymes,
Mm-hmm.
Method Man,
Mm-hmm.
Jadakiss.
Mm-hmm.
And then for my ninth one, some people forget this cat, but he's one of the nearest dearest to me, Fife Dog from Tribe Called Quest. And then for my 10th one, I'm gonna go with somebody else that's kind of near and dear to me, and it's gotta be I'm gonna say Ghostface, man.
Hey man, you can't go wrong with that because I definitely was jumping between LL Cool J and Big Pun on this one here, man. Because LL Cool J is iconic. He one of them ones. But like I said, we got some people on here that we had an honorable mention or just didn't make the list. I don't even say they not even making the list, man. They could it all depends on the time of the day, what day it is. You know what I'm saying? Any of these numbers, rappers can come on the list from 1 through 10. We may swap out depending on when y'all ask us or when the question is being asked, or it goes from day to day, year to year. But my honorable mentions one that I had in here. I had Busta Rhymes, I had Paris Smith on EPMD, At the Man, Red Man, Keith Murray, Stretch from Naughty by Nature, Heavy D from Heavy D and the Boys, Inspector Deck, Rain Ghost, you know what I'm saying? Who else I got here? Fife Dog, got Queen Latifah, and I got Nicki Minaj on here as well as the Queen Bee. Those are some of the people that I didn't put on the list, could have put on the list, but
Well, I know one I should have put on the list, but for some odd reason I omitted her.
who?
And to
Like,
me, it's a big problem for me. But
mm-hmm.
not Queen Latifah, but MC Light.
MC Light, yeah.
MC Light
Yeah.
could have been on there for me in my top 10 because to me,
Mm-hmm.
she's the greatest female rapper to come out of New York in my eyes. That's me
Gotcha.
personally.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. 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 Yeah, man. It ain't no right or wrong, man. It could be, like I said, it depends on the time of the day, the time of the year. There's definitely some more people on here that we could have put on here. Shoot, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head right now, man. Oh, I forgot, and I know I forgot this one. That's who I meant to put on there. My boy, Guru, man. Thanks, so. God,
oh yeah. I was
God.
he was right below when it came to my last one, Ghostface was my last one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it it would have came down between Ghostface, MC Light, Guru, Fabulous.
Yep.
I mean, and like I
Jada
say,
on here.
it's no shot to big
Big Pun.
there's no Notorious B.I.G. and
Yep.
Nas and those kind
Mm-hmm.
of people. But like I say, if I go through my phone, I would be sitting here being hypocritical if I would just put Nas on there or Biggie because I don't have that many songs in them on my phone. Not saying they're not
Gotcha.
great rappers. They just
I
not my
understand.
kind. They just not my greatest rappers.
Mm-hmm. They're the people that you listen. They're not the most listened to on your playlist.
No, if you look at my phone, you're gonna have a bunch of locks, you're gonna have a bunch of Busta Rhymes, a whole
Mm-hmm.
bunch of Jay-Z, a whole bunch of DMX, LL, Big
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, Rakim.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I listen to. That's who I rock with.
Yeah.
So, you know,
And I definitely rock with Guru from Gangstar. Gangstar definitely,
oh
but
man,
I
the
started
Master
thinking about
Pill
Guru.
and all of that.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, man. That's my guy right there, man. One of the best one to ever do it. So,
Yeah.
like I said, it's a lot of people that we could have put on this list, man, from New York, man.
Oh
Like I
yeah, yeah,
said,
yeah, yeah. And
You
it
got
was.
Lauren. You got Lauren. Well, you got Lauren Hill. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, see, everybody always say Lauren Hill, but to me, I mean, I see her more as a singer, not a rapper.
No man, she one of them ones for real, bro. I understand what you're saying, because that was she came up, but she came up with the rapping stuff. The singing just happened after because that's what the record label was pushing for her to sing because she
Well,
had a
what?
great
But
voice.
I asked the same question. What rap song did she had that I can go and say I'm gonna listen to this rap song? What rap song?
Ooh la la la, it's the way that we rock when we doing our thing.
Ain't that
Spit one of the
singing?
most hardest. She's spitting on that one. 16, one of the hardest 16s. Easy, easy.
Well, I mean, that's one that's debatable for me because I feel like
You
she's
got
in
the
the
voc,
singing.
and then you got I can name off the top of my head. You got the vocab remix. You ain't never heard that, but I'm gonna have to send that to you. It ain't even no competition with that man. Yeah, lyrically, Lauren one of them ones for real. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring something and let some of that stuff play at work tomorrow and let you see what she brings to the table.
I
But yeah,
mean,
she's one
but
here.
let me ask you this: so lyrically, she's above MC Light.
Heck yeah, above Queen. Yeah,
Whoa,
go ask some people,
whoa,
man. Don't play on Lauren,
whoa,
man. Yeah,
whoa,
Lauren one of
man!
them ones.
Y'all really sleep on MC Light. It's almost a tragedy how much people forget about MC Light, how great she is.
I know, and I
MC Light
love
was
them
one of
too.
you never hear people say where you can put Lauren Hill and she can go toe to toe with the guys. You never heard that. MC Light, you could say that. She could go with the guys. She was like
And guess
that.
what, man? Guess what, man? Paper Thin was one of my best videos of all time, man. When it was at the Red Jetter and she took the subway. Come on, man.
Cha
I
cha
know
cha,
about I know
paper
about MC
thin.
Light. Yeah,
Huh?
that's my joint. So yeah, I fell in love with her with that. Easy, easy one of them ones, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, saw her boyfriend on the train with another girl. You know what I'm saying? She
And
when you
she
say
cut
you
the paper
love
with
me,
when she cut her
yeah,
paper
man,
with her hand, say
yeah,
you
man.
love me. It just chatter. It goes in my head. It's just chit chatter. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, man. Ha 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 ha. Sucker, you missed.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
know what
sir.
it is, man.
And she and
Come
she
on.
had she had that she had the haircut
Yeah,
back in
the
the day, the
haircut.
90s.
Yeah, the bang in the back.
Man,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah, yeah.
she had the jacket
Trial level
on.
haircut.
Listen,
Yeah,
listen. I remember the video
I
like it was
know.
yesterday.
I know. I did. I'm telling you, that was one of my ones. I know that.
Hey,
Hey, man. I
and
know it.
then like I say, when I say New York, only reason I didn't say like a red man or
Cause they're Jersey.
yeah, they Jersey. I mean,
Yeah, but
uh,
I
you know,
consider them New York too. So
I mean, so we could categorize it as New York, or you could categorize it up north because
Yeah,
that's more all up north. But when you go to
yeah.
Queens, when you got Queens, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Staten Island, man,
Mm-hmm.
you got all these boroughs in New York. You know how many rappers come out of just New York alone?
So
Like to
many,
me, I
man.
think I think New York is the mecca of rap. Period. I just think that point blank.
It
I
is.
think that's the mecca. No ifs,
Mm-hmm.
ands, and no slight to people in the South, in Miami and Louisiana,
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, and
That's
New
where it
and
originated, man.
it's Texas and out west, but
Mm-hmm.
New York has. I mean, you can go to all of these different the north, south, east, west. You can come up with the greatest. You probably can make 100 greatest rap CDs of all time just out of New York alone
Mm-hmm.
of all their rappers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can say that out west. I don't think you can say that down south. I really don't. I really, really
Yeah,
don't.
because that's the reason being because that's where it's all started at. We definitely forgot Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
But see, now see
But
that's that's a
a lot of
caveat to
people,
that.
yeah, a
It's
lot
a
of people think he's
caveat.
from the West Coast, but he's New
But no,
York.
he's from New York. But
Yeah.
he as when he got killed, God bless his soul, when he got killed, he was all Cali. Everything was Cali. So do you
Mm-hmm.
put like okay, in the next couple of weeks coming up, we're gonna do a all South rap. When I say
Mm-hmm.
Southern rap, I'm talking about Louisiana. So you could
Mm-hmm.
triangle that thing from
Yeah.
Louisiana
Texas. Yeah.
to
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta to Miami.
Texas.
So you
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, so you can grab your 10 from there. And then you
So
could
you
grab your
would
one from
would you
out
put
west.
would
But
you put like the Midwest part in there too? Would you put like Tennessee and all that stuff in there too? That's down south. Cause you got 8 Ball and MJG. You got Tila.
they from Memphis though.
But was that considered South or
Yeah, that's
Midwest?
still that's considered the South. So I mean, you looking at the South, I wouldn't go. I mean, you can go. I mean, I guess if you go to Louisiana, then you got to go Texas. But see, you might have to geographically do it differently because
Mm-hmm.
you grabbing too many areas to do the southern part. Like if
Mm-hmm.
You do Atlanta, Memphis, North Carolina, and then down to
Mm-hmm.
Miami. You could do from right there, and
Mm-hmm.
then you can get the Midwest. You can go from Louisiana, Alabama,
Just see, no, you
Texas.
can't do Midwest would be considered like Ohio, that type of thing. Cleveland, Bone Thugs, that's Midwest.
But I mean, but how? Okay, but like I said, then we can do a top 10 of Southern rap,
Hmm.
and
You
then
know,
we
with
can. I
Nelly,
mean,
yeah,
but like I say, when you go to Midwest, then you talking about the Nellies, the Bone
Nelly,
Thugs,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
that count. But like I say, it's me personally. I'm not gonna be able to have 10 in the Midwest. I'm not. I'm not. I mean, hell,
Mm-hmm.
I might can do 5, but that's a stretch at
You
that.
got Twister, you got like I said, Kanye,
Yeah, but see, that's
you
Chicago.
got
So yeah,
Common,
so
yeah.
you can. Okay, well, you know what? I forget it.
That's
See, that's another
Midwest.
thing. I forget about when I say Midwest. I forget about Chicago rappers. I
Mm-hmm.
forget
Yeah.
about with Boner from Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Nelly from St. Louis, the Lunatics,
Yep.
Murphy Lee, and all
Mm-hmm.
them. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but like I said, so
So let me
we
ask
gonna
you another
actually
question then.
what's
Let
that?
me ask you another question. Would you put Philly on that part too? Because then you got the Roots, you got Black Thought.
So now we changing the dynamic. So we did New York.
Mm-hmm.
See, so if you'd have did that kind of stuff, you would have put Jersey, Philly, all them together. That's what I would have said. But
Yeah.
when I said, so let me retract. When you say New York, you could have said up north rap. You
Yeah,
could have
just
just
up
said up
north
north.
there. Yeah.
You could have just said up north because you
Mm-hmm.
got like you said you got Black Thought, you got all the
Common. Yeah, I
Freeway
mean,
and
yeah.
you
Freeway,
got all
yep.
those guys. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's I mean another guy that I love that I think he got with the wrong person. I love Ness from the band. Ness
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
he necessarily really didn't need that TV show because he was already fired by
Mm-hmm.
himself. But
Yeah, he one of
he
them
happened to
ones.
be on that show, so
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. Well, yeah,
so I
he
mean,
definitely one of them ones, man.
but like I say, I guess
He
the next
definitely.
one we can do the South. We just have to figure out geographically how we're gonna do the South, because I know for a fact I can get four or five out of Atlanta by myself. Then
Yeah.
but like I say, you go all down to to Miami stuff. You got other people.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Ross, and
Mm-hmm.
you got
Mm-hmm. Trick Daddy.
You got Trick Daddy. Then you going to even if you want to go back to Uncle now Uncle Luke. Uncle Luke wasn't a lyricist. We all know that. Uncle Luke was strictly for the strip clubs and the clubs.
Party.
That's what he was for.
Mm-hmm.
So his music was dedicated and predicated to making you dance, making the girls get up and do what they do,
Mm-hmm.
and the guys get hyped. So
Yeah, they would call that what they would call
if
back
you
they call
looking
it
at
they
go
was
ahead.
calling it booty music or bass music back then.
Yeah, it was both. It was both because he was the first one to make sure you were watching and you were like, whoo.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Yeah.
it's just that. So if you talking about lyricists and rapping, I can't put Luke in there. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't put DJ Khaled in there
True.
because they don't rap.
Mm-hmm.
They are moguls.
I get
They are for like.
yeah, I get you on that. Yeah, I see where you're coming from.
So if you say just lyrically people, like when I say New York, a lot of ones we said, everybody kind of know the same ones, but when I say Fight Dog, people for me personally, just like Guru, he passed too soon for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't really I don't think people really gave him the props that he should have got. But to
Mm-hmm.
me, when I hear Tribe, and it's no disrespect to Q-Tip, no disrespect to Q-Tip, because Q-Tip is his voice is different. They was like a Batman and
Mm-hmm.
Robin. You had to have one, we had the other one. But when Five Dog get on
Mm-hmm.
there, the things he would say, I could understand. Just like I'm like, yo, he just said what I thought he said. I'm like, this dude is crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just what I loved
Mm-hmm.
about Five Dog. But you won't hear people say Fight Dog when you say top 10. You'll hear the DMX and the Jay-Z's and the Big Daddy Rakim, the Nas and the big, the
Mm-hmm.
Biggie and Busta Rhymes and
But
Jada Kiss, but you ain't gonna hear nobody say Fight Dog. You ain't gonna hear nobody say
yeah,
Guru too quick.
with the reason with that being said, because they think of the group part of that, and that's why kind of like nobody would think about. You know, they did Tribe Called Quest, Gangstar. You know what I'm saying? So people automatically think group when they think of Guru and Try and Fight Dog.
But
So
but
maybe
but
that's
but
why.
Gangstar, I mean, but Gangstar, it was just him. It was just Guru.
Nah, man, DJ Premier, man, what the heck you talking about? One of the greatest
Did
producers of
DJ
all
Premier
time.
did he rap?
But they think of the group.
No.
That's how they think. That's just
But
like
I'm
Eric B and
asking you a
Rakim.
question. Rocky, I mean, Eric B didn't rap. He just a DJ.
I know, but that's why people think they think of group instead of
But
just
but
about
but
itself.
but you said Rakim too, so you can't think that. Everybody knew. Yeah, there was a group, Eric B and Rakim. Guru,
Hmm.
Gangstar was Guru and Premier. We understand that.
You know
But
why? And you know why? With another reason, with that being said, the reason why because Eric B and Rakim name was separate. Gangstar, everything was like in one. It was just Gangstar. So they didn't
True,
say
true.
Guru and DJ Premier.
So
You
I
know what
guess
I'm
it's
saying?
like Fresh Prince and
So
Fresh
that's why.
Prince and DJ Jazzy Jeff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They got some type of separation with that. So yeah.
But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean
So
Guru
yeah, that
is
hey man. Yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead, Mike.
no, go ahead. I was waiting to see what you were gonna say. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, yeah, that's why people kind of like put it in that, that little perspective. They always think groups instead of like Tribe Called Quest. They don't think like Fife dog. They think, Tribe Called Quest. Fife and
But
and
see,
um
I
and
guess I look
Q-Tip.
at stuff
So
differently
that's why.
because I get it, but I
Mm-hmm.
guess when I listen to Tribe Called Quest, I'm not gonna sit there and say Q-Tip is a lyricist. That ain't not to me. I mean, but when
Mm-hmm.
I hear Fife is because Tribe Called was one of them groups that you really had to listen to them because they was different. When they had Benita
Oh
Alba
yeah.
Bum and I
Mm-hmm.
took left my wallet at El
Mm-hmm.
Segundo, you were like, these dudes
Yeah,
different.
El
What are they
Segundo.
on?
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
they was on something different. But
Mm-hmm.
to me, it's like they first CD, it was like they were introducing themselves, but it was kind of like, okay, I don't know. These boys over
Yeah.
in the left field. I don't know what they're about. When they had the Midnight Marauder
Mm-hmm.
CD came out, they're like, okay, now we're gonna let y'all know who we really about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I really listened to Fight Dog. To me,
Mm-hmm.
arguably, can't nobody tell me that's not a top five CD of all time, in my opinion, rap app, no matter what. Out of all the albums you
Yeah,
ever want
man.
to
One of
talk
the best
about,
ones. One of the best.
yeah, because
One
to
of the
me,
best
Midnight
albums ever,
Marauders,
man.
and it came out the same day. Everybody know the history. It came out the same day as 36 Chambers. So to me, two of the best top
Yep.
five rap albums of all time came out on the same exact day. And
Same
there's
day.
no debate in
Mm-hmm.
my eyes. Those two rap albums are like, what would you say if you had to say, what's your top five rap albums of all time? What would you say?
If you still staying in the East Coast, just like East Coast album, New York Upstate album.
Not
Since
necessarily.
we
Not
on
necessarily.
since we on the new,
Well, I can do
because I'm
five in
thinking
that
like
area.
just
I can
New York.
definitely do five in that area. Cause I can
Yeah.
do Midnight Marauders,
All right.
I can do 36 Chambers, the
Mm-hmm.
blueprint,
Yep.
for sure. Um
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Life After Death, Biggie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm forgetting one of the best ones ever. Oh man, shit. DMX first album. Dark It's Hot in Hell, Dark.
It's dark and hell is hot. It's dark and
Yeah,
hell is hot.
that's yeah. That CD, the blueprint, 36 Chambers, Midnight Marauders, and I had to say, oh man, I would say Life After Death. I would give it to Biggie. I would give it to the double C. I would give it to that one.
Okay, I definitely would go Wu Tang 36 Chambers. Definitely would go. I know Life After Death. Everybody love that, but give me that first Biggie, man. Give me the first one.
Ready to Die?
The next one for me, yeah, Ready to Die. Give me the Infamous, man. Mobb Deep, the Infamous. Now you're gonna give me Nas, man. Illmatic. Nas, Illmatic, the Infamous. Ready to Die. Give me Jay Z,
Thir-
Reasonable Doubt.
And you said 36 Chambers. Them your
That first
five.
Jay Z album, Reasonable Doubt.
And that's
And then
another
I got one more.
thing. What's
That's
that?
four.
No, you said five. You said 36
I
Chambers,
said Jay Z,
Reasonable
Reasonable
Doubt.
Doubt.
You said Illmatic. You said The Infamous, and you said Life After Death. You said Ready to Die.
So
You
that's
said
four, right?
Reasonable
Oh,
Doubt
that's
from Jay
five.
Z. You said Reasonable Doubt from Jay Z. You
Mm-hmm.
said Illmatic. You said Infamous. You said 36 Chambers, and you said what was the other one you said?
Yeah, I got one more.
What?
Yeah, give me that DMX is dark and hell is hot too.
Oh man, listen, and
Yeah, that's my five.
that's another thing we need to talk about one day is that when people say Jay Z, a lot of people say Reasonable Doubt is his best album. To me, it's not. By far, it's not. By far, it's not.
Yeesh. 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 Yeesh.
Blueprint is
Yeesh.
the one for me.
Mm-mm.
Yes, yes.
Mm-mm.
Now,
Give me
I
that
feel like
reasonable
this:
doubt, man.
if you want grit and grimy and street, you're gonna go Reasonable Doubt. I understand that.
Mm-mm.
But if you want something laid back,
Mm-mm.
you can listen to
No,
it and you can
man. Jay
vibe
Z.
to it.
It's not really that much.
There it
It's
is.
not that much grit and grammar songs in there. All that stuff is classic. Like he was on some mafioso classical type stuff.
Yeah, he was, but Blueprint to
Hey,
me
man.
had Blueprint had all hits on there. Blueprint to me is almost a no skip album to me, almost a no skip album. See, I can't say that about
Mm.
Reasonable Doubt. I can't say that
Hey,
about
man.
some of them other albums.
I'm out for presidents to represent me, man. I'm out for presidents to represent me, man. Hey, man. Is that what he said, man? Mm-hmm. Come on, man. Come on, man. That cat
Hey,
was
you
spitting
know
on
what I
that
might
jump,
do?
bro, for real.
I think what I might do tomorrow when I'm on my route, I might listen to Reasonable Doubt beginning to the end and listen to Blueprint from
Listen,
beginning to end, and then I'm gonna
listen to
do
it, man.
I'm gonna listen to both of them and just see because I know Blueprint from there. I know Blueprint all the way through. I know Blueprint. Reasonable Doubt. I got to go back
Man,
and do
listen to
my
that
history and
Reasonable
listen
Doubt,
to it
man. Listen
again.
to how that game he was spitting. When he had a young Memphis Bleak on there, man, on there spitting on that joint, bro.
That's that dude
God,
too, though. I love
almighty,
Memphis Bleak.
man.
I love. I'm gonna tell you another guy I didn't
Okay,
say that would
Memphis
have
Bleak.
got. No, I'm gonna tell you another guy that I would have put on there besides Fabulous, and that was Fab Homeboy. That was AZ. And I mean, not that was Nas. Nas Homeboy AZ. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, that's
Forgive me. Nas.
Nas. Yeah,
Listen, AZ.
Yeah, AZ one of the ones, man.
Let me tell you something. I know Nas get all the fame, and I understand that, but I don't see that much difference between him and AZ. I really don't. I really, really don't.
Hey, man, AZ the only rapper that I know when he spit verse, he got a record deal off of one verse.
Hey, he would like that.
Off of that Illmatic, that life's a bitch. That one verse, that
Yep.
16 he spit. It's considered one of the greatest 16s of all time, man. Oh, they would
Hey.
expect that one that he spit off of Triumph.
Oh
Go
yeah.
listen to
But
AZ 16 on that life's a bitch, man.
but listen,
They was
I
like,
see
yo,
you,
what?
but listen,
How this cat know these?
I was an AZ. I was an AZ fan. Listen, that was my now. See, people gonna look at me crazy like, well, how you love AZ so much, but you one of the biggest Nas? I'm like, he was just so chill and just his delivery was just so just I don't know, it's just something about AZ. I was
It
like,
came
man, that
easy
dude is
to him.
smooth.
It came
But
easy
it's just
to
that
him, man. It came
I
easy to
think
him.
the reason he didn't have the fame is because he came up under that's my opinion. He came up under a legend, so he didn't get the props to me.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. But man, he was a monster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, man, like I
AZ
say,
one
with
on
that being
one, man.
said,
For real.
but like I said, we didn't want to hold y'all too much. We just want to give y'all a top 10 of New York or up north rappers of all time, in our opinion. We didn't want to, we're not trying to bash the people that we didn't put on our top 10. We're not saying the other ones not, but New York is so big with rappers, we was trying to narrow down to our 10. So when you get a chance on this podcast, put your
Yep.
top 10 of all time from New York in here. Hit that like, subscribe, comment button. I want y'all to put your top 10 in there and let us know who we omitted or who we didn't put in there and let
Mm-hmm.
us know.
Yeah, man. With that being said, man, we thank y'all, man. Want to just keep watching with us, man. We're gonna keep giving y'all this great content, man. With that being said, man, y'all have a happy holidays. The holidays coming up. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all stay blessed. Hey, man, we'll check back in y'all again, man. Peace out.
Peace out.